take a moment. Hey, everybody, come on in. I'll start with bridges. We'll curl up and down and get our low back warmed up and get our hamstring. That a girl, Karen. I should be able to see you. Michelle, I can see you. Cole, I can see you. Good job, guys. Up and down. Now you're going to add on a little articulation through that lumbar spine. Curl up and curl down. Curl up and curl down. And let's just try a couple more. And we'll stay up on this one that hips are level, and just take a moment to breathe here. The low back can decompress a little bit. You can create space between the vertebra since your hips are higher. Take another inhale. Now lower down just for a moment. We'll hold the thighs into our belly before we add on. Inhale. And then let your feet go back down. Now you're going to curl up and take a bridge, but if you would like to add on, we'll do a leg pull here with one leg pointing and flexing. Work your ankle and work your foot. So this is for balance. These muscles we're keeping supple in our ankle, and nerve flossing. Your hips are level, so it's also building strength in the glutes and the hammies. Now we're going to take 10 repetitions on the other side. Try to check that your hips are level as you transition. And then let's do that 10 times. Breathe in. You got it. And really point and flex. This also helps with keeping the low back healthy when we have really flexible, strong and flexible ankles. They absorb shock. Breathe in. Now the hips are level when you put your foot down. Stay here, and we'll do a little leg lift with the other one and just go up and down. Now we're going to do 10 of these up and downs. Your pelvis is level. So Cole, one leg's in the air and you can pull your toes back. Now we're going to do 10 on the other side. So 10, other leg up, 10 up and down. Yeah, up and that's right. Go all the way down if you can. Hello. Was that a fun time outside? 8, 9. Now lower yourself down and take a happy baby. Hello. And hands to your feet. Good job. And then we're going to add a little leg circle. So one leg's down and one leg's up. And you're going to draw 7. And I'm changing it on purpose so our mind's engaged. Oh, don't drink that tea. Go. Do 7 circles. And 7 the other way. Same leg. Hold on to that leg that's long and give it a little bit more stretch attention. If you would like to add on a challenge, you can take your torso up in a crunch. You can even hold on to one of the toes and then the other hand on. Good, Polly. You're back. I see you now. Breathe in. All right, now before, good, Catherine, good head position. Now, we're going to do the other circles, 7, 7, and then we'll add that little hamstring abdominal challenge. So take your 7 circles, and Polly, I don't know if your sound wasn't working, so we're doing leg circles, 7 each way, each leg, and then we're on the second leg, but do what you need to catch up. Point, ribs down, 5. Now we are going to take a hamstring stretch right here, pull the toes back, add on possibilities, include a crunch, a hand to the foot, and one hand could be on the thigh, or Catherine, you're reminding me if you need a neck assist, you could put one hand behind your head. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now rest for a minute, happy baby. Your head especially is resting, your neck's resting. Now we're going to take crisscross, which is one leg out and then the other. So right now you're in just the legs. Your ribs are down. That could be all you do. To modify, you'll go vertical, but if you'd like to add on, take a shoulder to the opposite thigh. Now we're going to do 30 here, but I want you to listen to your body. Modify if you need to. Stay up in the shoulder blades, 20 more. For the last 10, I'm going to offer the toes pull back. It's just a nice push through the heel. 6. And then recover with the hands underneath the thighs, and you can rock a little bit. Very good. Now, this is going to be a repetition called double leg lower, so your legs are up. I'm going to show modified, which is head down, and you're only going about 3 or 4 inches. Notice how your ribs are down. Now, if you care to add on, you're going to do 10 of these. Hands behind your head, lift up, and then lower your legs, and I'm lowering it lower, as long as I can keep my ribs down, to make this harder. So you're doing 10, so if you need to modify, you could bend some knees, you could let your head down and just do a little shift. All right, take 4 more good ones. 3, 2, 1. Now, rest your hands to your feet, happy baby, and a rock. This is like your hamstring, low back stretch. Very good. And then we're going to do another abdominal supine. So let me show you modified, which would look a little like a pair of scissors. Notice your head's down on the modified. If you would like to add on, lift up your shoulders and pull that leg in. One other cool way to do this modified is hand behind the head. Now toes pull back, just take 10 more. And then recover. Rest, rest, rest. Now, we've already warmed up the abs. I would like to give you the option to do a roll-up, and if you don't want to, you could do bridges, or you could do a partial crunch. But if you want to try the roll-up, the arms go back, you exhale, you peel up, and you do this little hammy stretch, and then you roll your spine down. Now, inhale, your arms go up and over. Now, exhale, come up. So this is like a hamstring back stretch. This is abdominal control. And then when you come up, it's abdominal strength. And if you would like to add on, we're going to add on what's called neck pull, which is the fingertips near the temples, and then you come up like you did before. Now you might have to modify and pull your arms forward. There she is. And then hinge. I was saying, phone 87, I can't see you, but you did it. Now I see you. 2. Good job. Now remember, if this is not for you, you can always do bridge pose. And if you do bridge pose, or if you ever need a modification, bridge pose is an excellent one, as are stretches. Hinge. All right, now one full body stretch, guys. Take a full body stretch and wiggle through your fingers, wiggle through your toes. Oh, good job. Now, if you place your hands on the floor, the head's down on this next one, and you lift up your legs. So they're glued together. Pretend there's a red ribbon between your legs. This is modified corkscrew, where you draw a circle and then you come back to start, which is 12 o'clock, like your clock's on the sky. Then go the other way. Notice I'm trying to keep my head down and my ribs down. Keep going. A modification would be to put a pillow under your head or to bend your knees even more. I'm going to show you a harder way, which is a bigger circle. And you know you're in control of your modification or progression. Those of you that want an even bigger progression, you'll hip lift, and then you'll circle the legs, and then you'll hip lift. So we're shooting for about 4 more, and we might be on different variations, so just listen to your body. Up, and that was 2, so we have 2 more of whichever way you're doing it. 2, breathe in, should be 1 more, and then we're going to take the figure 4 stretch. This is another good modification if an exercise I demonstrate doesn't work for you. This is right ankle to left thigh. Reach your hands through the window, and you can exhale out any tension. Biasing the exhale is a great way to help calm the nervous system here and in general. Let's add a few ankle rolls with this stretch and even a few point and flexes with this stretch. Now breathe in. Well, hello, pipsqueak. And then take the other ankle to thigh, reach your hands through, and we're going to do a little rock right and left. Hello. And you might add an ankle roll, and you might add some toes pointing. Take an inhale, and I like a little rock here. I hope you like that part. And then what we'll do is you can come up any way you want, but if you'd like to take a little challenge, hands behind your thighs, use your legs to pop up. If you have your drink, grab it. Cheers. We did a great block on the block of exercises on the supine. Now we're going to do some belly downs. This is going to feel nice. So you'll be the belly down. You want to make sure you have enough room behind you for your legs. And I'll show the Swan series. So at first, let your abdominals pull in, and then you're going to come up with no hands helping, and then decide if you'd like to do forearms first. This is also called Sphinx. If you think it's going well and you do want to go up, you can go a little higher. I'm going to look at you. Good. All right, your shoulder blades are down the back. Now we're adding on the breath. Try to go into the upper back with your breath. That looks really good. So we're holding. You decide how high you go. It may be like me, I'm warming up. I can go a little higher, or maybe you had a hard yesterday and you need to go lower. 8. Shoulders are down the back even more, I think. Try that. Yep, Teresa, that was it. Awesome. 4, 3. Now breathe in. We're going to lower down. Get ready. We're going to do it again. So I'm going to hover the hands. Here we are hovering the hands. Breathe in. We have a little bit of an abdominal pull in. Now you're going to go up, 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 and then you're either going to go forearms on the floor or hands push you up higher. Hold for 10. Good. This is a swan or a sphinx, your choice. Sometimes in yoga it's called cobra. Yep. And breathe in, I like it. Now exhale to lower back down. We're going to do one more of those. This is for the posture. So get ready, lift up without using your hands, and you just want to note, where do I lift without any hand help? And then you can decide forearms or hands, and you go up, and now we're going to breathe. 10. Good. So you could be sphinxing, you could be cobraing, you could be swanning. 5, your shoulders are down the back, whichever one you take. 4, yep, I love it. Neck is soft. Yeah, that was better. So you have no tension in that neck. Get ready, lower down. Now when you're down, I'm going to offer a little bending of your knees and windshield wipe. This is just a way to release tension. If you need another way, go for it. Now with your hands like a pillow, lift up the left leg by itself. This is called hip extension. And then lift up your right leg by itself. This is single hip extension. One leg and then the other. If you didn't have any control in your abs, you would feel like you're rocking wildly left to right. So you want to have a feeling that your pelvis is stable. Try to lift up higher as your leg warms up, but not with your neck tensing or your jaw tensing. Now, if you want to add on, flutter kick, both legs are off the floor and flutter. Hey, it's like you're swimming at in a warm lake. Swimming. You're flutter kicking. Now lower that, and we're going to add on the upper body. So the upper body is going to be breaststroking. You're going to take a circle with your arms. Now when you do that, you're lifting up your torso as if you're coming up for a breath of air, not with the neck. The neck's really just going along for the ride, but the back. Now to add on, do that flutter kick with your legs while you swim your arms. Your inhale lifts you. Just go as slow or as fast as you need. This is your class. Good. 4 more. Everybody looks good. Looking good, Polly. Good. 3, 2, good. Awesome, guys. We're going to do a little child pose here. So if you don't like child pose, like Catherine, if your knees are bothering you, just do windshield wipe. You just want to be able to relax your body. Or if you don't want to go all the way back, you leave your hips in the air, and it's called puppy dog pose. So Teresa, you might like that one if your knees are bothering you. Awesome, guys. 5. Breathe in. Shift back out to your belly. Now, once you're on your belly, put your hands down low. So they're pointing towards your feet now, and your palm side of your hand is towards the floor. You're gonna hover the hands above the floor, lift up your back. Just as a reminder, you have a little belly pull in. Now, right here, stage one, your toes are on the floor, and every time you breathe in, your upper back lifts a little. Your ribs come a little bit more off the mat. Those of you that do want to add on, lift up your toes off the floor, lift up the knees, and you're elevated as if you're on a raft. And try flipping your hands, Teresa, so the palms face the floor. Yep, down. So there you go. Yep, and so that puts your arm in external rotation. Now, just breathe. 5. You might be able to get up higher. You might need to be lower. 3, 2. Now recover with a windshield wipe of the knees. So that's where you let your neck be happy, bend your knees and rock them right or left. Now you're going to take your right hand towards your right foot, maybe. So see what happens. Your left hand towards your left foot, maybe. If it doesn't work, just try the other thing we did earlier, the hands beside your thighs. Now you might lift up into a bow pose. I'm going to look at you. Woo! Good. Nice, Polly. Good modification. 2, 3, 4. Scan your body. If there's any tension, let it go. Separate the lips. That can get rid of tension in the mouth. Now relax for a moment and decide if you're going to do that same exercise, or if you need to take your other foot to your other ankle, you go for it. Get ready. Here we go. Up. And then relax. Now you can decide child's pose, puppy dog pose, or windshield wipe. I'm also going to offer a drink of tea or water or whatever you're drinking. Matcha tea this morning. So that by the end of class you had maybe 8 ounces. That would be a good little goal. This is going to be belly down again. Now this one is lifting up your back and with no hands. Now that may be all you do, but if you want to push your hands into the floor and go up higher, you can do that. And then when you lower down, and then when your hands you don't need your hands, let them go. Now both legs up, but your head's down. Now lower your legs, lift up your back, no hands. You might decide to push up your hands, go higher. Now exhale, lower. So what it is upper body, lower body. So now, good, I'm glad you got your drink. Legs up. So we shoot for 8 ounces a class, and then hands help you. 8 to 12 ounces. All right, now the legs. Now the torso, and then the hands. Isn't that nice? So you're in control, this Swan. Those of you that are comfortable with advanced variations, you could do a release, and you end up rocking 1 or 5 times. Otherwise, you're going to be doing the slow-mo, legs, torso. So listen to your body. Yep, nice, Cole, that looked good. And Polly, your upper back posture's gotten better. It's great. Do another one of whatever you're doing. We are going to hold ourselves up in a swan. So find one that feels good for you, or a sphinx, and hold 10. This is going to set the tone of the rest of our day, because our back is open, our breath is full, the head's in a good place for balance, vestibular function. Now breathe in, and then either a windshield wipe or a child's pose. I'm going to push back, and I'm also going to grab a sip. So if you'd like one, grab a sip. Nice job. We're going to do a little planking. Now the modification for planking is hands and knees. Another modification for planking is forearms, knees, and another one is the toes. So choose what you're doing. You can always do cat-cow or bridge if you need another modification, but otherwise hold this plank for 10, 2, well, hello, 3, 4, 5, hello, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, now we're going to be doing a side lying plank as our next move. If you have anything going on with your shoulder, you would do something like this. So I'm going to show side plank and hold 10. I'm sure you can all see good form. 9, 8, hello, 7, 6, 5, 4, that a girl, or stretch. 3, 2, now lower your hip. We're going to do the other side. So the main goal is to take some wellness within this hour. It can look, everybody might have a different way, but you're taking this for yourself. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Now back to a front plank, and we're going to offer a little, so you could be doing cat-cow if you need something else, or a plank with a little shift forward and a shift back. A shift forward and a shift back. A shift forward and a shift back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then come back down, and then take a little hands and knees. Now this is a round back cat and a flexion extension cow, so you're cat and cowing. Now the add-on here could be that you curl your toes, you lift your knees, and you're doing a cat-cow. Another way to modify is put your forearms on something else like a yoga block or the floor or an arc. You're doing a cat-cow or hands and knees beast. Really good. And then take a moment to recover. We're going into a dolphin. Now you could do cat-cow, that's always a good backup plan, or dolphin is an upside down V. Now hold this for 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice job. Now drop your pelvis and Sphinx or Cobra, Swan. Good. Look at those. Your neck's looking great. I like the necks that I'm seeing there. I don't see any tension. And then we're going to do a little combo, a dolphin and a plank. So we're going to do 5 of these. You're going to be lifting up your hips and then shifting to plank. You're going to be lifting up your hips and then shifting to plank. You're going to lift up your hips, shift to plank. 2 more. Breathe in. And 1 more. And Sphinx or Swan. Breathe. Looking good, guys. All right. We're going to touch base with a sideways motion. One way is to be here. Another way is to be here. So please choose what you need. I'll show the up this time. You're just going to take 5 circles. So point toe, you're going to take 5 each way. Lift. Good. You're down or up. You choose. Now pull your toes back and go 5. Okay, all's going well. Now the bottom arm is your support. Your bottom leg is going to lift up and try to be big circles like you're tracing the biggest acorn squash you found at the farmer's market. Now you're going to go the other way and go flex, or your garden, Polly. 3, 4. Okay, now we're going to the other side, but if you want a challenge to get there, you could do 3 banana boats. Either that or just meet me on the other side. Sorry, it has to be 4, doesn't it? Has to be even. And then you're going to go to the other side. Either way, we met up on the other side. You're either up or you're down on your arm. So if you're ready, when you're ready, top leg. Good. This is helpful with bone density. All right. Now go backwards. Okay, so I'm pulling the toes back as much as I can. That's going to help prevent shuffling. We do not want to shuffle. Now this arm comes down. This leg comes in front. Now the inner thigh, I want you to think about the biggest acorn squash you can. Circle it and then go the other way. All right, now you can take a full body stretch, or you can take 4 of those banana boats again, where you go up, 2, 3. I'm trying not to touch the hands or the feet to the floor. 4. All right, hot dog. Grab a sip. We're going to be doing side planks with that. Or if you know you don't want anything to do with side planks, you're going to lie on the ground and do those same leg circle movements that feel good for your neck. So you're either lying down and doing that again, or if you want to come up and do a side plank, come up. That could be your move. Or take your top leg and do 3 circles. Now 3 circles backwards. Now lower, lower, and go to the other side. Great job. So you choose on the ground, side plank, legs, 3, 2. You can do more if you want to, Cole. Just have fun. 3, 2. Nice job. Now lower, you're doing great. Now you're either going to lie down on the ground and do your inner thigh, or you can put the top leg behind. That may be all you do. Lift up, 3 circles, bottom leg, or you're lying down on your arm, and the other way. Now I'm going to try to make it bigger because I feel comfortable, right? So as you feel comfortable, now lower your hip. Good job. 3 and 3. Nice, Karen. Leg back. Here we go. You know what you're doing. 1, 2, 3, and the other way. 1, 2, 3. Nice job. Terrific job. Grab a sip. Love it. We're going to take a longer bridge, and it's also a pre-move before we add on. So notice my knees are longer, but they're still a little bent. Lift up your hips and lower. So very similar to a bridge, but it's a long bridge. Lift up. Yeah. Lift your hips. Yeah, let your head rest. That way your neck's not in it. Yeah. Lift your hips. Again, if you need a modification, just do a normal bridge. All right, so that's your base move. See if you can hold it up for 10. Hold. Lower. See if you can hold it up for 10. Lower. And then see if you can hold it up for 10. Yeah, my hamstring too, Michelle. I did some sprints yesterday. My hamstrings are like, woo, I feel that. Okay, so take a full body stretch. Now you're either going to do that again or bridges again, or you're going to put a combo together, and it would look like lift your hips and then you come up to teaser, and then you lift your hips and you come to teaser. Please do what you need to. Some of you will be doing a normal bridge. Some of you will be doing a long-legged bridge, and some of you will be doing a bridge teaser combo. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Nice job. Full body stretch. Whatever you're doing, be there with all your heart. Confucius. And then the next one, left foot on the ground, right leg up. Now, your backup plan is to do single bridges. Your other plan is to do climb a tree, and you can do it without actually climbing the tree. You can just come up. 2. So do 5 each leg, whatever you're doing. Maybe it's a single bridge, maybe it's a teaser with 1 leg, and then you're 5 on the other leg, or maybe you're doing an ab crunch to a leg. Good job. Lift up your hips if you want to do that bridge. Good. 2 and 1. Whoop! And then relax. Hug your legs in. Nice job. Very good. And then lie on your side. This time, so this is a base move, which means we're going to add on. At this time, do 10 double leg lifts. Feel your waist. Yeah. At this time, you can lift up both legs and top leg up. Bottom leg's off the floor. At this time, the bottom leg goes up and down. So that was terrific. Now, if you want, you can do a banana boat to the other side, or just meet me on the other side. Now, your abdominals are going to pull you up with that exhale. Glue the legs together, and the ankles are neutral. Feel that inner thigh. Now, the legs are up. Try the top leg up. Next, soft. It's tempting to clench, isn't it? So we'll just relax those muscles. Now the bottom leg's going to lift up to this higher top one. So now try to lift the bottom. You got it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. 8, 9. Now either rest or come up, banana boat, and then grab a sip. Nice job. Good job. You're doing great. The next exercise is reverse table. And if you do not like reverse table, you might like to take a bound angle stretch, which looks like this. It's also called cobbler pose. Can you imagine people making shoes like this a long time ago? So it's cobbler or reverse table. Hold. Good. Please find what you need. I like it. Breathe in. And then lower, and the next pose is longer legs or cobbler pose. Come up. 10. Good. Here we go. And you're breathing through your nose if you can. Now, if you're stopped up or something's going on, just breathe however you need to. But if you can, breathe in and out through your nose. And then lower. Now we're taking a stretch for the forearm, so it looks like this. Drop your shoulders. Sometimes you'll notice I exaggerate a move, so I know the exact opposite. So you can exaggerate a move with care, and then pull. I like what I see, though. Everybody looks so good. Now we're going to be doing some push-ups, and you know there's a lot of ways to do these. So one way is on the wall, where you bend your elbows and you do them. Another way is in all fours. So Karen, that way is usually the one that you like. Another way is knees back, modified. Another way is on your toes. So if you saw everybody, I know you probably have me on the big screen, but you might see everybody's doing their own thing. So it's okay. You just find what's good for you. Try 10 to 15. Good. Teresa, that's probably the right way today. Yep, that looks good. Good. So if you're at 10 and you feel like you can do 5 more, go for it. Keep the breathing in and out through the nose. Good. And then I'm going to give us a little stretch. So when you come back, this one's called the rack. I'm going to turn. One arm goes up, 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 fingers back. Up, 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 fingers back. Now you're very soft on your hands. You don't have really hardly any pressure on them at all. Lift up your sternum, but maybe slightly tuck the chin. You might put a pomegranate between your chin and your chest. Breathe in. Breathe in. Breathe in. Nice job. And then this is a massage for your carpals. So hold hands with yourself and massage. And then go the other way. You're giving yourself a little massage in the hands. Pull your hands down until the until the thenar pad or the base of your hand separate. Now listen to your body. My cue is going to be that you get up without using your hands, but if you need to touch, by all means touch. So one way is to put the foot on the floor, shift forward, stand up, no hands, or touch and just count how many times. All right, so the backup move is calf raises. So I want you to think about your heels going up with all the weight on your toes. That's your backup move. And if you would like to do a different move, now listen to your body. So Catherine, you might just do these. Pretend that you're jump roping 10 times. So you're elastic. You want to land softly. All right, if you want to add on, you'll do 6 jumps, which could look like this. Got it? Okay, got it, good. All right, now I'm going to give you another one. You're going to do wide calves. This is level 1, wide calves. Did you feel your heart rate get up a little bit? The jumps also help bone density. So I want you to also look at what meds you're on and make sure none of them are causing bone porosity issues. Just saying, had 3 people in my life recently break bones. 2 of them were related to medicines, so make sure. So we're doing this for safety, your bones. Now, if you would like, the next move is called, let me show you, it's called star. So you could do a little this if you want, jump rope, or you can do this. You did it. Awesome. All right, now this is a one-legged balance. One foot can go on your tree or your inner thigh in tree pose, or your calf. You could come up. Do you feel your heart rate? So that's good because what you're trying to do is get it back down. It's called biofeedback or homeostasis. So your recovery heart rate is a measure of fitness. So how soon can I get it back down to homeostasis? Adding on, hands to your heart. If you care to turn your torso away from that knee, it's a vestibular challenge. So Teresa, if that makes you dizzy, just do a tree straight ahead. Breathe in, guys. Face the front. Lower down. Congratulate yourself for whatever you did. Lift and spread your toes. The other foot, calf, maybe inner thigh. Maybe you're just going to barely lift up your heel today. Maybe you'll do arms up tree. Good, good, Catherine. Way to make it interesting. Wow. Hands are going to go to your heart. Now, your option could be, your challenge could be that you turn your body. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, face it back. Really good. Now I'm going to show you an out, out, in move. It looks like this. Now, if your knees are an issue, you can do this because it's still a neural pattern. So here's knee issue. Here, knees are an issue. Here's not. Now, those of you that want to add on, you remember playing hopscotch as a kid? So I'm going to use the length of my mat. I'm going to hopscotch across. I'm going to turn around. I'm going to hopscotch across. I'm going to hopscotch across. I'm going to hopscotch across. One more time each, whatever you're doing. So down your mat, and then recover. Nice. Love it. Okay, single calf raise. Hold on to something, lift up one foot. So I have only one foot doing the work. Calf raise. 10. Each toe has weight. What I'm doing is also getting elasticity and pliancy in our body. Have you ever gotten up from a chair and still feel like you are the chair? We want to do the opposite, which is elasticity. Change sides, 10 calf raises. So this is your backup plan. It's a great exercise. It's great for balance, the knees, the circulation. It helps pump blood up. Listen to your body. You may do a second set on each, or you can take 10 bounces on one leg. So I've got one leg up and I'm bouncing like I'm jumping rope on one leg. I'm going to do 10 and then I'm going to do the other 10. Okay, if you're doing okay with that, 10 bounces down the row, and then I'm going to turn around and do 10 bounces down the row. Do it one more time, land softly. and then 10. Does each foot feel as springy? How about one more time just for 3? 10 times the other one foot and 10 times the other foot. How'd it go? All right, now we're going to go down without using our hands. So one way to do this, you can put one foot in front of one foot back, bend, sweep this foot around, and sit down, no hands. If you have to touch, just count. Hey, I touched once. Maybe next month it'll be none. All right, grab a sip. Very good, guys. Perfect. All right, we're gonna come up to shins, leg out. Catherine, I've been meaning to ask you if this hurts your knee. Let me know by you're not sure. Okay, so try 5 like this. I'm gonna sprinkle in a variety. If this doesn't serve you, do double side leg lifts on the ground or put padding under your knee. Now 5, rotation, dip and turn, dip and turn, dip and turn. Now this is good for the brain to remember patterns. Now 5, I call them pulses. It's a controlled movement that's only a couple inches long, 5 of these. Okay, hand down your leg, stretch it out. Now, we know that rotation gets different back areas. Yep, definitely pad up your knee. Teresa, rotate down, inhale, and rotate up. And you may find one's tighter and you want to hold it longer. Listen to you might even pull your own arm. You want to make it your stretch. Now, you can put this hand down. You could also just stay where I was. You could put your foot back. You could grab a yoga block, grab your pink yoga block, Karen, that's right. Mine's baby blue, so. All right, now if you guys want something else, you're welcome to do a full Madrasana. If you're like, I don't want anything to do with that, do what you were doing. 10. All right, get ready. Come back. Now we're doing everything on the other side. I love how you're self-modulating. Ultimately in life, we're going to take the power of what we can do and can't do, be creative with our solutions, look for that which we can do. It feels a lot better than that which we can't do. And we want to feel good. Okay, so now we do 5. Does anyone remember? Test your brain. Rotations. Good. Dip, rotation. Dip. 2 more. Okay, now does anyone remember? Add a pulse. Find a place that feels pretty potent for you. Nice. Now come up, hand down, arm over. But if you found that you did a better stretch with your hand helping you, do that. Or maybe you rotated. Or maybe you rotated up. Now, there's a great hip stretch here. Breathe into the rib cage. That's called one lung breathing. All these conscious elements to breathing help with the physiology, your nervous system. Breathe in. Now, this hand is probably going to go down to a prop or the knuckles or the floor, like a yoga block. But if this doesn't feel good to you for some reason, just stick with the other one. Those of you that feel super good here and you want to add on more, you can go up to Madrasana. 10, I do like to stimulate the wrist a little bit in case you were to fall, you have some bone density there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then let that go. Really good, grab a sip. So good. We're gonna do one more balancey one here. It's opposite arm, opposite leg reach. So if you know you want some padding underneath your knees, grab it now. You can also fold your knuckles under. So let's say your wrists are an issue. Fold your knuckles under. That's a cool trick. Now, the first move, right leg, left arm. Elbow to knee and stretch. Now, you could do that or you could lift up your left toe so that no toes are touching the ground. This also helps with the back muscles. 5, 6. We're doing 10, however you want to do. Good, Polly. 7, 8, 9. And now we're going to do the other one. So it could be right arm, left leg. It could be toes off the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whatever you're doing it there. You're wholly there. You're there 100%. All right, now we're going to do a hand to foot. If you prefer to do a lying down quad stretch, do that. But if you're doing this one, you'll reach. So my right foot's up, my left hand reaches for it. So if that's not your cup of tea, lie down and do a quad stretch where you're lying down and your top arm reaches for your foot. Good. Or a hip opener, that's a fine one too, Teresa. Now lift up your thigh more, Michelle, I think. I don't want to push it. Yep, you had a half an inch. Breathe in. And then switch it up. Try the other one. Good, Polly. That's great. Lift up. Nice, Catherine. And then open. 10. Isn't that nice? Nice. Breathe in. And then lower. Now you're either going to do happy baby or malasana, which is, some people call it third world squat. You could also sit on a block as a way. But you could also do lying on your back, happy baby. So Catherine, I like it. That's it. Good, Karen. Way to sneak it in there. It's like a restful position, but I want you to make sure it feels good for you. Maybe open up the feet a little bit. Teresa, just the tiniest bit, like half an, yep. Yeah, if you have to move them with your hands, that's it. I love it. Now, if you want an extra hand stretch, you can pull your hands lower. Love it. Breathe in. Now you're going to sit down on your bootay. This is a balance pose. Can you clap your hands together and hold on to your feet? Clap wrap is called. So my feet are off the ground. Yep, clap wrap. Maybe one, yep, clap wrap, and then one leg lengthens, and then the other one maybe. I mean, you try it, maybe two, maybe together. Breathe in. Nice. And inhale. Hamstrings looking good. Hamstring flexibility is looking good, Polly. Look at that. That's gotten better. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job, guys. Grab a sip because we're going to do some stretching. If you have a Dynaband handy, you may want to grab it because we're going to do a little hamstring stretch in a minute. If you have a foam roller or a block handy, you might want that too in case you like your psoas stretched. Grab your Dynaband. If you have it, you may not need it. Not everybody needs it. If you have a roller and you want to lie on it, you can. You can do this stretch without this though. All you have to do is stick up a leg. Now, maybe you'll use your hands. Maybe you'll use a band. Maybe you'll use a Pilates ring. Mine's in the other room, so I'm using what's handy. Yeah, hands are fine. That ought to feel like your hamstring loves it. So I want it to feel like it's therapeutic and nothing's tearing. If you exhale, you feel this release of tension. Your ankle might say, hey, I'm free. Why don't I do some rolls or some points or some toe spreads? Great, go for it. We want mobile ankles. And if you're getting ready to travel soon, this is a great one because your blood flows go in the opposite way. Cross the midline, guys. This is outer hamstring. Isn't that so nice? How about to the side a little? Either a little or a lot. Just see what you find. Try your other foot. Now, one leg's down, one leg's up. So I can feel a difference right away, and it's really nice to just relax into that stretch. So let everything go, your jaw, your eyes. You can even close your eyes. Try to breathe in your nose. Maybe take that leg across the midline a little bit. Maybe go out a little bit. We're going to take another inhale and exhale to release that. Now I'm going to have us do a rotation. One way to do this is take your left leg long and your right foot's on the floor for a moment. Yeah, way to add your ankle rolls, that's good. And then your knees over. Now your left hand can kind of hold that thigh down. Your right arm might like a few circles here, especially if you've been feeling forward or tight. Let's just say you're protecting yourself from being cold and your arms have been forward. Just see if this feels good for you. Arm out like a T or a Y. There's a hip stretch, a low back stretch, upper back and shoulders. And then just imagine you're melting into your mat. Breathe in. And the leg that's bent right now, it's going to go down long. And then try your other knee across. Your hand can rest on it. And then the other arm could do a few circles. It's also called pinwheel. Imagine you're drawing a circle in the sand at the beach. And then leave that arm out and hold. Breathe in, let your eyes close, and just soak it all in. Breathe in. Notice how good it feels. Take another inhale. And then exhale to come up. And you're going to take the right ankle to left thigh and reach your hands through. And you can catch your leg, do it. Let's do a few more of those ankle rolls that were so nice on the other stretch. And some pointing and flexing. Maybe rocking. Big sigh and try the other, the ankle to thigh. And reach your hand through, and you might like a few movements with your ankles, like circle or pointing and flexing, or all of it. Spreading your toes, rocking. Now you could take your legs up on the wall or up on a chair. If you have a prop and you like to elevate your pelvis, you can do that. If you prefer just to take Savasana, you can do that. The main goal is you're resting your body, mind, and spirit, and just breathing. So if you want something to think about, you can give it an anchor, or the mind an anchor, like breathe in, breathe out, or peace in, peace out. Now peacefully, if you're on a block, remove it, and peacefully remove your legs from the elevated surface and find a comfortable position for you. You're going to sit up, but without any tension. You can even just sort of shake it out. We're going to breathe in that energy of peace. We're going to exhale an energy of peace. And notice how good it feels. It's like a warm bath, a therapeutic feeling of wellness and well-being. So we'll set an intention to keep in that energy of peace, to bask in it whenever we can. Appreciation is a quick way to that, but we'll just set an intention of staying closely connected to that feeling of peace and well-being, sending it to all of our cells and to all of you. Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for joining me. What a happy Monday. Thank you guys so